and welcome back to Learn with Arjun. Today we are going to see a game called Puzzle Platformer. I have created this amazing 2D platformer game. So it's basically like a puzzle game which you have to solve to get to the trophy. So let's go ahead and play this. And so this is the menu of the game. It says puzzle platformer, and here is settings. We can go settings, we can increase the sound effects, the camera shake. Of course I haven't added the camera shake in the sound effects, but we can go and the quit obviously doesn't work because I'm in Unity. I haven't built the game yet. And now if we hit play, so this is the first level. As you can see, I can collect these strawberry cherries, I think. Yeah, cherries. And these are the start. And you can also flip. If you go into the edge of something like that, you start to flip. It's really cool though. And I can pick up all of these cherries. I can go to this trophy. And if you see, when I go to this trophy, I activate an animation. So that I activate an animation there. And then we can collect these. And when I go to the last trophy, in 2 seconds we get to the next level. Now this is my favorite level that I made. As you can see, the trophy is all the way here. And you can't really get up because even if you try to jump how much ever, you can't really get to the trophy. And if you do like this, you just can't get to the trophy. So what you have to do is, this big log thingy is connected to this with the invisible wire. So you have to climb the ladder, and I'll just show you how. Just stick into the ladder and you go like that. You go up and you can also like sway on top of this, but yeah, it's gonna move a lot and then eventually gonna fall down. So you need to cut the invisible wire, and the way you do that is stick here and press, and it falls down. Now you can move here, and I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can't still jump. So what you have to do is run like this. No, I did it wrong. 1 second. Yeah. So what do you? Yes, I can. Yes. If I go like this, and then you can basically launch yourself. This doesn't require any code. Only the part where you climb the ladder and hit this. And there's a special thing with this. Actually, I am using a trigger in this guy right here to check if we have actually gonna cut this. So this thing is a child of this, and I'm detecting in the child first if you have a trigger. By the way, it has two colliders. It has a trigger and a normal collider. So when the trigger gets detected, then it gets component in the child, which is this. And I used something called spring joint, which is actually fantastic. I really liked it's the spring joint. So basically, if we have to just deactivate spring joint and it falls down. So that's how it works. We can play it again now. Yes, we can play it again once more. So then I can hit play like this. I can go collect this fruits. I'm gonna start speedrun this game. And then I'm gonna collect this trophy. And go here. Now this will, and I get up. If I can do that, yes. And hit this. Collect the fruit. Oh no! I'm launched! I'm launched! I keep climbing the ladder and yes, so that's how quick is the game. Basically, there's just 2 levels. So there's basically 2 levels if I got my scenes. There's main menu, level 1 and level 2. The main menu is basically like a canvas with a background, a main menu main menu controller has a script. The script is really simple though. If I go to main menu controller, we just create a method, and scene management we just load the first scene, which is in the build settings. The first scene, as you can see, the build index is 1 right here. So I will load that. If I scroll down into button, on click, we select the object as menu controller right here. And in menu controller, we have to go to the script, and select the method. So whenever I click this on click, it's gonna do this, which is go to the first level basically. And settings, we're actually taking this object, which is option menu, and if I go ahead and enable that, it is basically the options. And if I disable main menu, this is the options, and I will disable that and enable this again. So basically what we're doing over here is activating menu. As you can see, set active, it's set to true, and we are deactivating our menu. And so that's what the settings does. And quit, we have made a function. This is very simple. We have to just go application.quit, and if you do this, it actually won't run properly in Unity. Only when you build the game and run it, then it'll close down the program. So in level 1, we are going to do a lot of triggers, and I'm also gonna post a tutorial on how to do this. As you can see, and it's loading a bit. As you can see, I've made a tile palette. If I can click that, yeah, so this is my tile palette, and level base, if I go to level, yeah, this is where I select. So for example, I can select this box over here and then paint this anywhere in the scene. I do like that. So I basically, what I did is I selected this and then start painting. Start painting the level like that. Started painting like that, and then I just had this going, and I added these two boxes, which will teach you how to jump. And the first level is basically like a tutorial level, so I can add even more boxes, but you won't be able to jump. I can add a box here like that, and if we play it as the game, it actually is there, and we can jump on it. We can go here, and we can make the cut like that. So actually, what I'm using for collision, if I go into grid, by the way, set into ground, I'll tell you why. And if I go into tile map, I have a tile map collider 2D, which is basically the collider. So if I disable this and if I hit play, I'm just gonna fall through it. And yeah, I'm not gonna fall through it, I'm just gonna fall through the level. So for example, I can't jump back to the level, I'll always fall down. The reason I'm not falling down is I've set game colliders, the full collider, so you just go off the edge like this, go like that. So I've set colliders. As you can see, this is the collider, and this is the collider which will restrict you from going over there. And these fruits are just a trigger, and on trigger enter, we're just destroying the object and waiting for 0 seconds because I wanted to add a sound effect. And the trophy does the same thing, just has a collider full here, and it has an animation, and it has a box collider 2D which is also set to trigger, and it has the end script. Same for this too, and this has a next level script. So when you click this trophy and when you come to this trophy, you will go to the next level. So that's how this game works. And if the level 1 works, and if I go to level 2 over here, as you can see, I have made this a bit different. I haven't chose this one, I have chose this one. Just a bit of variant texture in the level. So I used this so I can paint it like that. And I also made this staircase. So this actually acts like a broken staircase. It's basically like a broken staircase, but there's something over here, and I've attached the spring joint over here, and this is connected to the plank, which is this. So the log is a child, and if I actually go into game and uncheck maximize. Let's see what happens to the spring joint when I click on it. When I go through it. So first the spring joint is enabled, everything's fine. The log is hanging from the plank. And look what happens when I go up. If I go up and click on this, boom, the spring joint is disabled. And if I turn it on again, it will react to this thing. As you can see, if I stop swinging in this ladder, it is actually reacting. It is basically like the wire. And if I disable again, it is no longer connected to the wood plank, so I can go like that and finish the level. So that's how it works. And over here we have two colliders. One is not a trigger for collision and one is a trigger. And we have a player cut, which is also on trigger enter, but we have a get component in children, and we have spring joint, and we just disabled in that. So the get component in children. So that is how the plank and everything works. I've added a pit here also, which is not in camera's reach. It is really not in camera's reach, and if I even scale it, of course you can see the rest of the part of the level. And I don't really want that. Actually, yeah, I don't really want that, but yeah, it would be cool if I use Cinemachine over here, I think. So I can drag the camera down when the player goes down, so I can drag it like this. That would be cool. So in the tutorial, I'll post how to do that. And in the next video, we will make a tutorial series about how to create this game. First the player, then the level, then we'll work on the mechanics, and then we'll start making your own levels. Thanks for watching.